Hello guys, welcome to Photographics Academy. All right, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do a high graphical background or how to create a high graphical background using just two things in Photoshop, using just your solid color and patterns in Photoshop. All right, so today we're going to be working on this image. This is exactly what I've done. Yeah, this is the finished work that I've done. So we're going to be going step by step on how I did it from this one. We're starting from the scratch, and this is the pattern we're going to be using, and we're going to probably be copying the hex code of the solid color so we get exactly the same result from this one. Then we of course are going to be taking few stuffs from here, yeah, just to create these 3D dimensions that you are seeing at the edge. So if we remove this 3D this stuff that we have here, sorry, probably shadow or something, it's going to look flat. So that's why we had to put it so that it gives you that three-dimensional look. Okay, so without wasting your time, let's quickly get started. The first thing we're going to be doing is to crop our image. So I'm going to be cropping him in a rule of third manner. So I want him all the way down there, just like that. Beautiful. Press and all right, so just once you do that, pick up your marquee tool and stretch them out, just like this. Do the same thing for this side, but for this area, we're going to be a bit more careful. So I'm just going to pick it like this, go to my edit, go to my content, warp to, is it content warp to content aware scale rather, hold your shift and just drop it, drag it. So the moment it starts stretching pixels, you stop. Okay, so I think this worked. Press enter. I think this background is quite too wide. I think I need to bring it down a little. Okay, so let's compare it to what we have originally. Okay, so I think we can work with this. It's relatively the same thing. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be doing is to take care of this soft box that is coming into this image. I intentionally left it. Yeah, that is what you are seeing over here. I intentionally left it because I needed it to just bring in that extra look into the shot. So I'm just going to use my quick selection tool and just make a selection of the inner parts, zoom it to make sure that it's properly selected. Then I'm going to just place a white solid color over it, just like that. We're good. That was basically what we did over there, right? Yeah. Okay, so once we are done with that, let me place this at the edge. Okay, so once we are done with that, we're going to make a selection of the background and start making some adjustments. So I'm going to just match this up, then make a selection of the background. You can just do your subject selection, just go to select subject. Okay, so we've properly selected our subject. I'm going to select inverse and just push out this selection a little. Yeah, that works. I think I'll work with that. Then add this one up, very important. So remove this from the selection. Just make sure that it's with the subject or the object, because we'll be affecting our background. I wouldn't want to lose it or make it look weird. Okay, I think we'll work with this. This is fine. All right, so once you're done, come over to the fit area and just modify your selection. That's basically what we'll be. So I'm holding my alternate to subtract, then my shift to add. But of course, if your own is selecting here by default, then you don't need to hold shift to add. It just does that for you by default. Okay, we can work with this. So I want to fix this tripod showing up under here. Let me just pick up my clone stamp and just stamp that out. Just like this. Is that affecting my objects? Oh my god. Oh my god. Please, that was wrong. I think we should just stick with using brush for that, because it's messing the whole stuff up. So let's just use our brush. Okay, this will work. And one more thing, we didn't minus the tripod, so get this out a little. So you have to be intentional with what you want so that it will give you a good result. Okay, so this will work. Okay, so make a duplicate of your background, right click and go to layer view cut, hold your control down and still click on the background and it's going to reload your selection. Of course, you know what I'm going to do, smoothing it out by going to Gaussian blur, just enough for you to see the smoothness. All right, so half of the job is done. We are basically done. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to create this transition of colors that you see here. We could have just carried it, yeah, like that. Could have just carried it, but I want you to see exactly how I did it. So what I did was that I created a marquee tool, rectangular marquee tool over here, went to my solid color, made a selection of probably his dress. I guess that is what we did. Just selected a blue color. Let's use this. This will work. Press OK. So make sure your object is all the way up so it doesn't hide behind your object, your color. Then duplicate this color and still change it to something else. Okay, so I want to see if I can have exactly the same color. So let's just find a way around it. So hide all the layers, open up this one, hide this one as well. Click here. Let's change it from the color to normal. So all the colors will show up exactly the way they are. Then go to this area, select this place. Yeah, okay. So copy the hex code, press enter. So now we can use it as the first color. Yeah, okay. So we got the same color. Press OK. Now, what I would do is probably still increase it. Hold your shift and just drop it down a little. Okay, nice. All right, so if this becomes a problem, we'll fix it, but I don't think it would. But if it becomes a problem, we'll fix it. Okay, so just duplicate this. Use your move tool and drag it down till it snaps. Change the hex code to that of this. So I'll just go and still pick up the hex code. Of course, it's just pink, so you can just place pink over there. I just wanted to make sure we're able to replicate the same color, the same result at the end of the day. So we'll have this, then make a duplicate of this as well. Use your move tool to drag it until it snaps down like this. Go back, get the last one. I think this should be grayish. Yeah, make a selection of the color or copy the hex code and come and paste it here. Control V. All right, so we are good. So what I will do is I'll merge all of this together. Merge layers, change the blend mode to color or overlay. I think overlay or color works more. Let's see. I think color works more for me because I wouldn't want the light behind him over here to just be that distracting. So I'll just stick with color. This is fine. Okay, so do we still have it there? All right, we don't. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Okay, so the next thing we are going to be doing is to add these dimensions you saw here. Wait, let me on all of this back. Sorry, so that we'll be able to see exactly what we're doing. I'm missing out on many. Let's turn all of this back on. Okay, so let's remove the ones we are not using in the video. Remove this one, remove the crown. Okay, just give me a minute. Let's get all of this. Oh my gosh, all right, this is rocking. Perfect, this is good. Should turn on our gray. Yeah, okay, excuse me. Okay, think we are good. Oh, sorry, we'll change the blend mode. Yeah, okay, so I was wondering why it wasn't looking dark. Okay, so we are good. I think I'm going to remove that crown. It's not working, so I'll just remove it. Okay, so this is what we're going for. So the next thing we want to do is to create this effect that we'll have here. And to create that, we're going to just go straight to this area. So I already made a selection of it. And if you need the images that we are using for the tutorial, we'll be dropping a link where you can download them in the description. So you can just download and practice along and be able to work alongside as I'm working. So I'll just make a selection of this. I'll just copy this. Sorry. Okay, so let's see. All right, so is this what we're working with? I don't think so. You know what, guys? Let's just go and pick it up from here. Okay, yeah, this is what we're working with. So I'm just going to go over here and place it, press yes, and it's going to come in. So I'm just going to place it over here and scale it in. That was exactly what I did. Scale it in. Just keep it this way. Press OK. And change the blend mode. Can try and see if this can be smaller. Let's see how it will go. One part. Okay, so we'll just change the blend mode. Make sure it's touching the edge of the canvas, just like this. Beautiful. Change the blend mode to overlay. So you see, immediately I changed the blend mode, created that dimension that we are looking for. So you can just move it in a little, press Ctrl J, Ctrl T, right click and go to flip horizontally. Hold your shift to drag it on a straight line till you get to the edge over here too. And that was how we created that particular dimension. So this one looks slightly different from this one because the lighting over here is different, the shadows over here are different. So I'm just going to, for that particular area, go to my curves, Control M, and just lift the shadow a little so that it looks also as realistic as this one. Press OK. So for the pattern, this is the pattern we're going to be using, just this one. So I'm just going to open up this group and find exactly the one we need, which is this, and drag it and place it over my object right here. Sorry, that was wrong. All right, so just come over here. Where's the pattern? Okay, so just drag it, place it over here, and scale it in. Sorry. Just scale it in like that. So you can decide to change the blend mode if you feel that it's not showing up very well. I think I need to make it bigger. Yeah, like that. Okay, so let's see the blend mode we used exactly for this one. Okay, where's our pattern? All right. Okay, it's right here. So we used screen. So you can decide to maintain the screen. You can even darken it down a little to see if it will become more intensive. Okay, so just brightening. Darken just hides it the more. So I think I'll just brighten it up a little so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. This is good. So at this point, you can decide to fix the stand he's standing on, because over here, I fixed it. Let me see if I can bring that up. Okay, so I fixed it, but I noticed that we are some amazing colors reflecting from the background on the platform he's standing. So I decided to leave it exactly the way it is because of the pink colors that is reflecting here and is making the whole stuff look even more realistic. So we decided to stick with it. Moreover, you can decide to just clean it up. So we can go to our objects layer, pick up our clone stamp and just clean it up. Just like this. Yeah. Do the same thing over here. So we won't be spending a lot of time doing this because this is going to take a long time to properly get everything looking seamless. But I believe you have an understanding of the concept I'm talking about, just to clean it up as well. So just take your own time and clean your own up very well to get a very beautiful result. But for the purposes of the video, I'm going to stop right. Okay, let's try and see if we can fix this area too. Okay, so I'm going to stop right here. Nice. All right, so the next thing we are going to be looking at is to color grade the image. I think we've gotten to where we stopped over here. So let's just quickly do a little color grading and we are good to go. So we'll just go to the object, go to our Control M and just lift up the shadows a little, reduce the highlight a little. Yeah, go to my color lookup table. See if there's any color lookup table that will look so suiting for the image and bring the whole thing up. So the look I'm going for in this particular image is vibrant colors. I want to have a lot of colors popping at me when I put this in my cell phone, when I upload it online. I just want to have a lot of just vibrant colors popping out at me. I don't want it to look dull at all. I want the colors to be popping. So I'm just going to create a stamp visible layer. Go into my camera raw filter. Then I'm going to bump up the colors. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm just going to go to my calibration, take it all the way up, check if there's any better hue to work for it. check what my green primaries have just slightly. So I want to have a lot of colors popping up on the image. Reduce the highlights a little just for the dress to become even more textured. Okay, so we missed a step which we are going to go back and correct. Yeah, but we can still work with this. Okay, this is good. So we are getting the colors the way we wanted. So let me go to my color mixer and see if we can just brighten up the blues a little. Let's see what the pinks hold. Okay, don't think I want to brighten that. Beautiful. Okay, so I can work with this. Let me increase the overall brightness of the image. All right, go to my vignette effect and just add a little vignetting. Okay, so press 4K. So we'll have the colors working the way we want it, but we missed two steps. We didn't restore shadows, so the image is looking flat, doesn't have dimension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go 2 steps backwards, go to my object, double click on it, go to drop shadows, drop shadow, just drop his shadow towards the wall a little, increase the opacity just slightly so that he will have a contact with the wall. And one more thing I noticed about our selection down here is that we are having a spill of color over here. So we're going to fix this, and to fix that we'll just have to locate exactly where that fault is coming from. So I think it's from my object, so I'm going to all right, so it's from my object, so I'm just going to use my brush and paint that in, or remove it rather, just like this. Can as well do the same thing over here. Okay, so it's still coming out a little. That should be coming from my background. Let's see. Okay, it's not from there. It's not from here. Let's just take our time and find where it is. Shouldn't be from this two either. Okay. All right, so I think what I'm going to use to fix that is my clone stamp. That will do the job. Okay, so let's do one more thing over here. Where's my object? Yeah, one more thing over here. Let's just modify that selection right here. I don't want that pink light showing up behind him. Okay, just like that. Nice. Of course, there are many ways you can do that, but let's do it this way. Okay, so I'm going to one more time create my stamp visible layer and use my clone stamp to fix that. All right, so we just come over here, pick up our clone stamp tool and just paint. Just takes care of it. I think that's filled in. Okay, we are done. So we'll go and apply our camera raw filter again, and it's going to bring back all the select all the color grading we did. So I think the boy is looking quite dark, so I'm going to just increase the brightness on his face only. Control I, pick up your brush and just paint over his face. Nice one. We will just leave the shadows just over the highlights like that. Beautiful. Then we'll create one more adjustment layer, which is our photo filter cooling effect. Yeah, cooling it down. Beautiful. So just reduce the opacity and we are good to go. So I'm going to do one more last thing when I flatten all of this up. So I'm just going to quickly apply my Done4U retouch action on the image to see what it does to the skin, and that will be the last step and we are good to go. So let's check that out. Okay, so I'm just going to load up my action like this. Go to my action panel. Where is it? Actions, at the top. Go all the way down to Done4U retouch and just play it over the image and probably keep it around 3. Let's see how much it can do. Oh my god. Okay, that should work. Beautiful. All right, so that did quite a pretty good job. Before, after, before, after. So I wouldn't have to do so much on my frequency separation again. I might not even have to do that again. think I'm going to stick with this. Thank you so much for watching this amazing video. Do make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you've watched this video up to this point and you've not subscribed to our channel, you are doing yourself wrong and you are not doing good. You need to subscribe so that whenever we keep bringing these contents to you, you will be there and available to even know when it drops. So to get to know when we drop new content, after you've subscribed, just on the notification bell so that every single time we drop a new video like this, you can get a notification. One more time, thank you for watching. See you on the next one.